Hey guys, did you know that there are indie games on the Xbox 360? How about an entire section of them? And actually, there are a lot less games going up on Xbox Live Indie Games than there used to be. Which means that attempting to play every demo that comes out each week on it is actually a lot more feasible than it once was when there was an avalanche of stuff just constantly going up on the service. So, let's give it another try. See how long we last this time. Just you, me, and some indie games. Get Your Cell Together is, I guess, some kind of puzzle action game. It's the first game that we're looking at that came out from the week of June 2nd to June 8th, 2013. No, let's not buy the game. That's not what we want to do at all. Because we're playing the demos, just the demos, because that should be long enough considering how many games get released in 1 week. Alright, so basically what we have to do is just hammer on the X button to multiply. We're the cells in the middle, and that other thing that's following us will kill us if we touch it. Just have to hammer on the button until we until we multiply enough. So we dodge while pressing a button very quickly. That seems to be the whole point of it, I guess. Music's nice anyway, and each of the levels has a different sort of puzzle. This one's not too difficult. And block that one virus, I guess it is, with a block, so it couldn't get to me. This one's a little different. Have to escape that blood, which means we don't want to multiply yet, otherwise we wouldn't be able to get through this narrow passage. See, the game is playing you as much as you're playing it. Alright, now we hammer on X. So it's just a matter of outlasting what... Oh, we got a boss. Just a matter of outlasting whatever the obstacle is in the level. And the amount of time we have to outlast, it just depends on how fast you can hammer on X. This time X shoots instead of multiplying because, you know, what? It shoots instead of multiplying this time. And there we go. Boss is down. Levels go by pretty fast. I got killed immediately. Alright, let's get out here. But, those things are trying to shoot us now in the corners, while I hit X over and over. I don't know if I'd say this is fun, but... I mean, at least it's coherent. At least I get what the challenge is supposed to be. Oh, okay, that's a passage inside. And I died. Okay, I guess it does get a little harder. We should probably make... I tried to make use of the flag. It didn't work out for me. I died. Tried to wrap myself in the flag. I paid the price. This is Get Your Cell Together. Which, okay, then we start from the beginning once again. So, I mean, that's all it really is. It's just different obstacles in each level that you have to avoid while pressing X really fast to multiply. And that seems to be all there is to it. I mean, I can't really make fun of it or anything because, you know, it is, like I said, coherent, which is more than you get for a lot of games on XBLIG, so congratulations for that. This seems like a game, perhaps a finished game, as opposed to many of the other things we see on XBLIG. I don't know if I'd say it's fun to play, but it's done, I guess. Let's get your cell together. Now we're playing the chickening. We can begin on level 1, aka level 69, or level 5, like level 20, level 10, or we can buy the game right now. We shouldn't buy the game. Alright, let's not die. That's what the hint is, not to die. Alright, here we are. We're chicken. We can shoot eye beams out of our chicken eyes. It seems to be the premise of the game. This is a pretty high-quality scan of someone's foot. Space foot. As you can see, the game's a platformer. Side-scrolling 2D platformers, There's a rabbit. Tank treads. Side-scrolling 2D platformers, very popular among indie games. The indie games crowd. This one doesn't go with the typical retro pixel look, is in favor of scanned body parts. Oh. Tiger kitty in the trash got me. I guess we can only hold out hope that there were limits to how many body parts the creator did scan. I guess there's only one way to find out. I guess we're both going to find out together. I would guess I'm supposed to do something with that cereal. It seems like it restored some of my health, though I'm not sure how. I have enough lives that I guess I shouldn't have to worry about it. No indication yet as to what the story of the chickening is. I'm sure there must be lore. That kitty is actually quite difficult to dodge. You wouldn't think he'd be so difficult since he's stuck in a trash can. So Xbox Live Indie Games does tend to have a bit of a reputation. I guess it's up to your perspective on whether games like the chickening help or hurt that reputation. I got the broccoli and rainbow eye beam shooting horse. Save me from... No. I wish indie game demos wouldn't put the cursor on buy game by default. Mm-hmm. So I noticed that a lot of things are just everyday objects with big googly eyes on them. I didn't see the credits, but maybe it's made by Rare? I don't know what Rare is doing these days. I guess they might be going into making games for XBlig. I guess that's always a possibility, because they are, they're owned by Microsoft. Never can say what they might be doing. I lost my head. I can't stop running. I can still shoot eye beams out of my stump. I have very little control over my headless chicken. I don't know if there's a way to fix this situation. I mean, I wouldn't expect you could just grow back a head, but I wouldn't expect the chicken to be able to shoot eye beams either, so, I don't really know what he's capable of. That toilet attacked me. I have to admit, in some weird way, I do kind of like the idea that someone took the time... I forked it. Someone took the time to learn how to code, I guess using X and A. Took all that time and effort to do that, and made this. This is what that time and effort went towards. There's a certain beauty in that, I guess. There are brains in those globes. The brains have googly eyes, too. I beated the level. It didn't tell me I beated it. I didn't see an appearance by Rainbow I-Beam Shooting Horse. I'm rather disappointed by the ending of that. That's not satisfying. The platforming really needs work, though. I mean, the controls really need to be polished, honestly, and I know that's the top priority behind the chickening. The music's really good. I hope they made it themselves and didn't just take it from somewhere. That'd be disappointing. Look at this precision platforming. The fingers just get smaller and smaller. I wonder if we'll get any cutscenes soon, or any moral choices we'll have to make to determine which ending we get in the chickening. The good ending or the evil ending. Oh no. But how will I go on not knowing how the chickening ends? How our chickens struggle against the universe full of floppy-eared rabbits and googly-eyed laundry machines will end. Well, we can't have everything we want, and I guess the saga of the chickening will have to remain a mystery. That's the chickening. Of course it's on Xbox Live Indie Games, because where else would this be? Next up is DoCoNoid. The name should kind of imply what it is. Yeah. Arkanoid. Break out the sum. But really based more on Arkanoid because you have items and power-ups and such. It's something that's no stranger to Xbox Live Indie Games. Plenty of Arkanoid clones having come out on XBlig. That's not a surprise. I mean, if you read... Whoops, I missed both of those in trying to get both. If you read how to make games for beginners books, they usually do suggest making Arkanoid. It's a simple game to make. It also teaches you some important basic fundamentals on making games, such as simple controls, collision, physics of a sort are very important, the way the ball bounces. Yet it's a very simple game with simple objectives, so it's not that surprising that you see it showing up so often. DoCoNoid seems to have a bit more of a musical bent to it than other Arkanoid games. Whoops. Oh, my mistake. I can't believe I missed that. As the ball bounces off the walls and the blocks, you do hear various notes. There's no other background music, really. It's kind of peaceful, kind of relaxing. You just kind of feel like you have nothing you really have to do. Except spend some time with DoCoNoid. When am I going to hit that last block? It's right there. I did it. This level has moving bricks. A line of it moving. But does it really matter if it has moving bricks? I don't know if DoCoNoid really cares or judges you. It likes you the way that you are. Whether or not you're able to complete the level or not. Or how many power-ups you might get. Or if you can shoot bullets. Or how long your paddle is. DoCoNoid doesn't care about the size of your paddle. If you want to increase the size of your paddle to twice its normal size, DoCoNoid doesn't judge. It just makes lovely sounds. We got a shield, so the ball can't actually fall past us and cause us to lose a life as long as that's there. Oh, we got a combo. And I have more bullets. Oh, my ball multiplied. It's like we're still playing Get Our Cell together. We're just multiplying as much as we can. Oh, the size of my paddle shrank, but I'm sure you won't tell anyone. We're friends after all. Headshot. It's called the fly, because the shape of the blocks is similar to a fly. It could be a variety of insects, but that's the one it chooses, and that's alright. No one judges. It's a nice, clear day in the background, just a few clouds in the sky. It's a good thing I'm getting all these bullets, because that's really the main thing doing the job on this fly. Oh, that was pretty good. Oh, I think I got it in a good position. But not for long. Many times in life we think that things are going well, but it doesn't last for too long. Everything's very temporal. You have to understand that. Nothing lasts forever. DoCoNoid understands that. You should too. Time's fleeting. The sun goes down. And the fly, well, parts of it are still alive, but it can't feel anything anymore. It's best just to put it out of its misery. DoCoNoid is not going to judge you on your positions on euthanasia. It knows that's a very personal decision. And that's all. Good night, DoCoNoid. Next up is Mount Your Friends, a simulated sports-like experience. We all know so much about sports here. We're all experts on the subject. That is a sportsman right there. We all recognize what one looks like. But what is Mount Your Friends all about? Oh, exactly that. We start off with young Joachim. We have to maneuver him. Like that. There we go. Yep. Okay. The characters in Mount Your Friends are all rather like Spider-Man, really. They all have the abilities to stick to things. And they're all friends, such as Zane here is friends with young Joachim. So we will mount him, as the game suggests with its title. Alright, up and around. Almost okay. He's reaching for our foot, but we can't quite get over there. Okay. There we go. The goal, okay, as we begin with Drew Longsingthwa, is that we have to get as high up as possible on this platform of humanity that has been started by this goat. Young Zhu will be the next of the friends to mount the others. I understand that we can expect this event to be coming to the Olympics soon. It's very dangerous, as you might expect. So there have been issues about safety. But honestly, on the world stage where the greatest athletes compete, should we doubt them? Or should we expect nothing but the best? To demonstrate what the human body, the human form, and the human spirit are capable of climbing to new heights unheard of before. Ollie Patmore knows, and he does not fear. Those without fear have no place on the Tower of Humanity. All they know is that they must get higher than the one before. Malcolm Yarborough knows that too well. We all know his story, how he came to be here. I won't bore you with the details. Okay, that was close. Almost fell. But Malcolm's spirit never fell. No, he will not allow himself to even consider failure. And the only thing that matters is getting higher. Increasing the height of this tower. What happens afterwards? That's not something to even think about. You cannot concern yourself with those matters. And who are these men, these friends, competing against? Well, themselves, obviously. Is it not ourselves who serve as our greatest opponents, the ones who test us the most? For who can have any greater demands of yourself than you? Oh no! That was a close one. Oh sure, some say that the human tower just teaches our young ones communism. They just don't understand how the power of the collective is greater than that of the individual. They will understand soon enough, but don't give anything away. You know how long these men must have trained, bled, sweat, sacrificed to get to this point? Who here can judge them? Who here has given up what these men have given up? They've sacrificed their lives, their families. They didn't see their children grow up. Because they knew one day it would all be worth it to be able to stand tall at the top of the human tower and say, yes, I gave my life for this. This moment of glory that will never be forgotten. not everyone understands. But consider, if you were one of these men, would you want to be the one? Hold on. Who, Oh, okay. Video just stopped. For a moment, the picture just stopped. And I guess the game kept going, but that will not stop us. No. That will not stop us from attempting to climb to the top. Sabotage kept us from continuing the ascent. Sabotage, most dire, most vile. We were almost there, too. We almost overcame the sabotage. But it was not to be. I can press X to share this with all my friends. What does that even mean? I don't know. Okay, that's what that means. Okay, I'll send that to everyone on my friends list. There we go. I hope they appreciate that. And the sacrifice that these men put out to reach 52 feet in the air on a goat. If you think you can do better, let's mount with friends. Mount your friends. You could also mount with friends, because there's multiplayer modes, one-on-one tournament modes, and playing online. Other games. I don't know, what else has he made? He made Baby Maker Extreme 2. A fine product. Oh, I guess we'll never know what else he might have made, because that's the end of the demo. That's Mount Your Friends. An experience I don't think we're soon to forget. Lastly, for the week of June 2nd to June 8th, 2013, is Thunder Moon. What is Thunder Moon? Well, first, let's go to the options right here. Just because I know that, VSync is off by default, why would you want that? Turn it on. I'm surprised that's even an option in a console game, along with anti-aliasing. Bloom Shadows? It's actually quite impressive to have video options like that in a console game. Let's start a new game. Story mode sounds good. The fifth and final game of the week. Let's see what it's about. Aside from loading time. But it's loading the goodness of Xbox Live Indie games. So it can take its time, even though the demo has a limited time limit. We start off in a bad situation. We're in our spaceship, coming down from space onto a planet, and we see a landmass in the middle of water down below. It looks like another robot back on our mothership is contacting us. But we can't actually do anything right now. And he's telling us we do have to repair our lander, so we will have to drop down to the surface in order to do this, to get the supplies to make these repairs. And then I guess we would go back up to the mothership. Oh, that's not good. Our mothership is being attacked by some kind of creature. Will we even have a mothership to go back to? Alright, so yeah, it's a Minecraft game. You shouldn't be surprised. But it looks like our ship is under attack and doesn't look good for them. Alright, so it's a Minecraft game, but it seems a little bit different than it's third person. It's also seems to be more action-based, because, yep, a lot of monsters crawling around at all times, it seems. We shoot, we have a gun, we can shoot them. It seems to be third-person action shooter cross Minecraft. Dramatic music, though. We saw... Okay, yes, we walked by our lander, so I guess it's giving us a mission. It says it's in no shape to fly, so... just look out for more monsters, because there's a lot of them coming around. Alright. Our cargo pod dropped to the south, that's that way, so let's head on over there and see if we can get anything to fix this. So our abilities, we can shoot, we can jump, we can jetpack, though that has a limited amount of fuel as seen as in the lower right, so let's hold off on using that if we can. Looks like I can see sort of an underground lake, I think, in that cavern, but for right now, let's just stick to our mission. Oh, here come monsters, and here comes choppiness. I don't know if that's showing up on the video, but it did seem to drop down. The frame rate did seem to drop as I got into this area. We have a turret. And we found our cargo pod, but there are monsters coming this way, so let's help out the turret. Coming from each direction. There's a lot of them, like I said. Oh yeah, look, I think they took out my turret. That didn't last long. So it looks like we landed on a very hostile moon. I mean, our mothership was attacked just by going by the moon by some kind of monster. So it does seem that it is extremely hostile. No word on if the mothership survived the assault. Let's, for right now, just pick up all the stuff that we have around this pod. Alright. Mission complete, so next mission you can probably guess. Head back over to that lander. Asteroids coming down from the sky. Oh, there's another crab. Asteroids coming down from the sky. The mothership did say something about it seemed like an asteroid collision, but then discovered it was actually a monster. Yeah, they just keep coming. They do not leave us alone. Oh dear. That giant rockworm just took our ship. So much for trying to fix it. And we're still being constantly attacked by crabs. This is not stopping. Alright, we found a scanner, so now we have to build. As you can see, it is a Minecraft-ish game, so there will be building, there will be crafting. Of course there will be. You could tell that by the second you saw what the environment looked like. These are not leaving us alone. Would like to get to crafting. Okay. So it's said to go to our crafting screen. Here we are. We can make a scanner. We have the parts. I have made scanner. I made scanner. Okay. Let's see if it gives us a new mission, since we completed that one. Is there anything... Oh, yeah, there are some crabs down there. They can't get out, though. Another cargo pod off in the distance. Looks like that way. So it looks like that this game, like I said, combining third-person action and shooting with Minecraft, also seems to be trying to have some kind of a story... Oh. That's the demo. Seems to be having some kind of story, seems to be having some kind of more objective-based gameplay, and seems to be having, trying to incorporate some cinematics, like that intro, like the rockworm taking our ship, which honestly, the first time I played the demo, I really did not expect something like that to happen. So that was kind of cool. I don't know for how long those kinds of cinematics can last, since the whole point of making a Minecraft-ish game is you make the sandbox. You don't actually do anything in it because you're relying on the player to do that for you, instead of actually making some kind of events or anything like that, I guess. But I don't know. That seemed kind of interesting. Thunder Moon seems very well made for an XBlig. I thought that the movement and the shooting was not so great. That could use some work. But I thought that it seemed like it might, on the surface at least, seem like kind of an interesting take on the very, 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 very overused Minecraft genre, or voxel sandbox genre, whichever term you like to use, as I know people who make these games like to use that term instead of calling them Minecraft clones. That's Thunder Moon. It actually seems like it might be not bad. But those are the games that came out on XBlig June 2nd through June 8th, 2013. Only 5, not too many in comparison to how it used to be. But I mean, hopefully that means that there will either be maybe a larger ratio of either really good stuff or really bad stuff coming out. Hopefully the middle stuff that's not really worth looking at gets cut out for the most part. At least that's my hope. But that's it for this week, and I guess we'll be back next week for more of these delightful Xbox Live indie games for however long the service lasts, since who knows if it's going to carry over to Xbox One. So maybe XBlig is in its death throes right now. And if it is, maybe we'll watch it die together. I guess we'll continue well, that's kind of morbid. We'll play some more indie games next week. See you then.